Katherine of Aragon's Deathbed Thoughts. I am Henry's true and only wife. I will be all my life. The end draws nigh, but I will him defy until I draw my last breath. I face my maker and death. Queen Isabella gave birth to me and battled to unite and keep her country free. Ferdinand, my warrior father, her consort was. They united in battle for their cause. Much of my childhood was spent on a battlefield, so they to tyranny would never yield. I am of the bloodline royal indeed, and to my responsibilities I always pay heed. I was brought up in the knowledge that God's love was sent to bless me straight from heaven above. His holy emissary on earth, true and fine, is the Pope, sent here by God in his wisdom divine. Now the Tudors have seized the crown of England. Many saw them as the bastard line. Henry a mere brigand, he is the 7th king of that name, and his victory gave him power and fame. He actually was a distant cousin of mine. My claim to his throne was better and more fine. I was brought to England to marry his eldest son. Arthur was my betrothed one. He was an ill and weak but lovely man. To marry and bear children for him was the plan. We married and 5 months later he died of consumption, and for him I cried. We had never consummated our marriage, no matter how my husband doth me disparage. I will tell the truth forevermore, and will never lie and open the door to a divorce. I know my marriage is valid. He may call me boring, devout and pallid. Henry, his father, was a mean man. He always had money in mind and a plan. He kept me poor and my dowry from me. I had nowhere to go, nowhere to flee. I heard many rumours of this miserly king. He even thought of himself, me as a bride to bring. I know his greed was infinite, and I feared the rumours of the murder of princes I heard. They had died in the bloody tower. After that, he was ensured power. Eventually he died when my husband was 18. It was as though my poverty had never been. He honoured and loved me, made me his wife. I will love him and serve him all of my life. Now Henry and I had 24 happy years, and of his disloyalty I had no fears. Full of triumph when as regent I did him serve well, to battle went I, and the dastardly Scots fell. I fought for justice and did to Henry say, to pardon the rebels in that month of May. To educate women I did fight, and to try to help the poor with all my might. Erasmus and More are my dearest of friends. I hope the light that they shine never ends. Now the joy of my life has caused me much strife. The Lord has seen fit to only have survive my daughter Mary. She's been the only one to thrive. A devout and learned young girl, she will eventually be queen, and peace will unfurl. Henry, my husband, yes, I am his wife. Brought pain right into my life, I owe him my loyalty, but to his whore, Mistress Boleyn, I owe nothing but contempt, if not more. I feel sorry for her attraction will wane. Henry to her will bring humiliation and pain. I am protected by the Emperor and the Pope, without whom, when he tires, she will have no hope. Henry is wrecking the church so beloved and fine. The guilt before God will be his, not mine. So I am reduced to be cold and in poverty again. My hair shirt reminds me of those with greater pain. I will tell the truth to my dying breath. My marriage will only end with my death.